What if the label someone placed on you as a child is still controlling the decisions you make today?
Welcome to Wisdom for Your Day.
Les Brown was told he was a slow learner. In elementary school, the educational system handed him a devastating classification: educatable mentally retarded. His reality outside the classroom offered little comfort. Born in an abandoned building and adopted by a single mother, he grew up in severe poverty.
This radar chart maps out 5 specific struggles with emotional intelligence. For Les, these were the direct, measurable symptoms of internalizing his childhood label. His emotional baseline was completely collapsed inward. The first symptom is internalized inadequacy. He accepted the slow learner tag as a clinical fact, treating a flawed assessment as a biological limit. Second is emotional dysregulation. Growing up in poverty brings compounding stress, and without the proper mental tools, he lacked the capacity to process that daily pressure. Third is a paralyzing fear of failure. When your baseline assumption is that you will always fall short of normal standards, taking any risk feels physically dangerous. Fourth is external validation seeking. His personal self-worth was entirely dictated by the approval or disapproval of the adults around him. Finally, imposter syndrome. Even when presented with a chance to advance, he carried the haunting doubt that he simply did not belong in any space of opportunity. These behaviors are the predictable psychological consequences of a restrictive identity label.
But what happened when he stopped believing the label and started believing in himself? He became one of the world's most renowned motivational speakers and a defining voice on human potential. Your circumstances may shape your beginning, but they do not have the power to determine where you finish. Which of these exact struggles did it create for you? Left unaddressed, that specific emotional friction operates as an invisible ceiling, capping your ability to achieve external success. You neutralize that friction by mapping specific social-emotional learning strengths directly over those deficits. The intervention begins at the bottom, replacing the internalized label with self-awareness, choosing to recognize your own inherent capability. That awareness demands action through self-management. For Les, this meant relentlessly practicing his speaking and broadcasting skills, even while repeatedly facing rejection from radio station managers. As he refined his voice, he developed social awareness and relationship skills. He learned to read a crowd empathetically and actively sought out mentors who could see the potential he was still learning to see in himself. The peak of this process is responsible decision-making. This is the deliberate daily choice to reject the old narrative and actively pursue the new one. Overcoming a deep-seated label is never an accident of luck. It requires the systematic application of these specific strengths to rewrite your internal programming. Once you conquer that internal territory, the resulting strength translates directly into external influence. Processing his own deep pain naturally produced his first core leadership skill: authentic vulnerability. Because he understood his own hardship, he possessed the capacity for genuine empathetic engagement. He could connect directly with an audience's struggles, which then gave him the platform for effective vision casting. From there, the output solidifies. He models a resilient growth mindset and deploys call-to-action empowerment, directly challenging his listeners to recognize their own worth. Effective leadership doesn't emerge from a vacuum. It is simply the external expression of fully conquered internal struggles. This chart shows the entire roadmap. Les Brown processed his path systematically, converting profound EQ deficits into actionable SEL strengths, which forged his leadership. This framework proves that building resilience, instilling self-belief, and leveraging mentorship is a system available to anyone willing to do the work. So the question remains, what are you going to believe about yourself today, and who are you actively choosing to become? Your potential is never granted by the labels others place on you. It is only discovered through your daily choices and your refusal to accept someone else's story as your own. This is Wisdom for Your Day. Remember to be yourself. Everyone else is taken.